trying to understand exactly what's happening. I just need a little bit of clarity, I just need an explanation. Yo, don't I deserve that? Yo, he always was a standout. We knew just what your man bout. So when he did his rounds to everybody with his hand out, all love, exchange hugs with shorties. What was poppin' that night is what's important to me. But we were told by our parents it was no place for us. Almost like tradition to ignore it. Cause we made that run since we were too young to even drive. And he was linking with his day ones, you could see it in his eyes. Ready to hit the same road we always did. Searching for grown-up days, even as kids. Memorial Day weekend, dreaming of everything we might see. Customary when you grow up that close to bike week. We might sneak and ride right down the highway. Saturday was the livest. Everybody just trying to say we were in the mix of it. When we get back to school, find the right strip just to act a fool. We all did it. Rites of passage where we lived at. No hotels, middle of the night, we headed back. Drowsy, on the road at God knows what time. Sometimes even seeing the sunshine. How long could we have hoped for innocence to have lasted before we get brought to reality with something tragic? I still remember the feel of his hand as I dapped it. Next time that I saw him, he was laying in his casket. I'm just trying to understand how you could tell us this was all in the plan. Cause if we get lucky, sometimes we're surrounded by them ones. And all of a sudden one day, they could be done, I don't get it. To be left behind, struggle with loss, or gone, probably struggling with the cost. Whole lives raised us, telling us we should be gracious just for any given day he could take us. I'm trying to understand. Pre-existing condition, two words like the bane of my existence. At least for a minute, maybe a little longer. Maybe it made me weaker, maybe a little stronger. So many that have fought it, so many are goner. Made things so somber, I was at a loss for words. On the other side of the phone, my cousin is like a brother, trying my best to operate off what I had heard. Times clearly been greater. Voice really rough cause he had just been taken off of that ventilator. It was taking him a minute before we got to the truth. He was prepping for a coma to be medically induced. As far as the explanation, I really needed more. Cause he was saying he's proud of me like he won't see me no more. How do you respond to that type of talk through the wire? I had just had the same talk with my pops 3 years prior. They put him under to keep hope I had tried. Weeks started to go by, I can't lie, I got tired. It took over my monologue so deep inside that I had made notes mentally, partially eulogizing my family before he's gone. When I tell you that I was struggling, what could have been the reason to put him through all that suffering? From prayer circles to off my square, guess I was fronting. Cause he called after 2 months of sleep like it was nothing. I'm just trying to understand how you could tell us this was all in the plan. Cause if we get lucky, sometimes we're surrounded by them ones. And all of a sudden one day, they could be done, I don't get it. To be left behind, struggle with loss, or gone, probably struggling with the cost. Whole lives raised us, telling us we should be gracious just for any given day he could take us. I'm trying to understand.